Life is good, and you know, I just for the first time went back and saw the very first video that I posted, which was like 3 weeks before my surgery, almost a month before my surgery. And I stood up and I did this and I showed my stomach, right? And I showed my stomach, front and side. And now I'm going to put that so you can see, compare it to today, then until today. So here's me now, still fat, I got some blubbery bleh right here, but for the most part, I'm way down from where I was. Like, I know I'm down. I look at the scale and I see little things like my face is getting trimmer. Still a fat face, but way better than it was. But man, when I watched that video, when I pulled my shirt up and showed my stomach, my wife and I were like, holy shit, that's what I used to look like. And it's only been a month. I had a weird experience today. I made my wife some chicken with pasta, and the chicken was just kind of sauteed in olive oil with a little bit of garlic and some lime on it, and I chopped it up real fine and took a couple bites, and I chewed it up till it was like almost dissolved in my mouth, and within 10 seconds of swallowing it, my stomach went crazy. Like, it did not want any part of chicken cooked that way. And I've had a couple bites of chicken cooked other ways, like in soup and steamed chicken and boiled chicken, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. My stomach wanted no part of this. Sauteed, I guess, the oil, or the way it was prepared, it just wasn't having it. I am doing really well with my diet. I'm doing better with my water. Tonight I had lobster. I do marketing for restaurants, and one of the restaurants that I work for just started selling live Maine lobster. They came back in season. So my wife and I shared one, a 1 1/4 pound. I would have normally eaten like 4 of them by myself. So she ate the claws and the tail, and I just had the knuckles and the little skinny legs and the little bit of meat in the body, and a bowl of applesauce, and I was set. And it was fucking delicious. That sat in my stomach fine. Shrimp is a little odd. I've tried shrimp a couple times, and it's okay, it tastes great, but I feel it in my stomach afterward. I don't know why that is. So I'm still figuring out what foods my body likes and what foods my body doesn't. But the lobster was great. Stayed down, no problem. I went to the health food store and I bought, they have a big thing of peanuts and they make you peanut butter. So now I have a completely, literally ground up peanut butter, no additive, nothing. And I just had a couple spoonfuls of that. That's what I do for sweets now. And every once in a while I'll have a sugar-free Jell-O. But the peanut butter is great because it's filling, it's thick, it has a lot of flavor. But I'm kicking ass with the weight loss. I'm down 67 pounds. You know, I can't complain. You saw the picture, holding my belly up compared to how it was before the surgery. You know, night and day. I don't have that giant bulb right here anymore. Here's my scars. Getting better. If you're thinking about getting weight loss surgery, then obviously you need it, because why else would anybody think about having 85% of their stomach taken out? It's not a pleasant thing. You know, it sucks at first. It's hard, but considering the options of continuing to be a glutton who stuffs themselves to being uncomfortable and unable to fit into clothing and restaurant booths and airplane seats and all those things, it's not even a question of whether it's a you know, risk to reward. But obviously if you're considering it, then you need it. And if you're considering it, I'm telling you, BeLightweight.com, go to Mexico. The place I went was incredible. Star Medica Hospital In Juarez, flew to El Paso, went right across the border. I have a video of the process, landing at the airport, going across the border, a tour of my hospital room, which is like a hotel room, nicer than a lot of hotel rooms. The doctors were incredible. The follow-up has been incredible. I get phone calls, texts, emails, constantly updating me on my progress and making sure I'm doing things right, or if I have any questions. So again, not trying to be an infomercial. I'm just saying, if you're watching this, there's obviously a reason, and you're at that tipping point like I was. And I did a lot of research before I decided who I was going to go with. There were several out there, and man, I can't express to you enough how lucky I am and how happy I am that I chose Be Lightweight and Mexico. I've said it before, if I had $25,000 to pay for it here in the States, stop. If I had $25,000 to pay for it here in the States, I would still go to Mexico. Not only just to save the money, but because the process, it was amazing. Everybody I know that had it done in the States didn't have a private hospital room. So you come back and you're all bloated and full of gas and air and uncomfortable and miserable, and you've got to lay there next to somebody else. That sounds terrible to me. I had total privacy. You know, it was great. I couldn't have asked better. I'm a very private person to begin with, so that was like my cup of tea. So enough of the infomercial. Hit up Be Lightweight. Change your life and you can expect a miracle. So I'll see you tomorrow.